Hey everybody, this is Nolan North, and I've already stopped listening to Super GameCast 64. Ugh, you should too.
Let's go.
How long did you live in Louisiana for?
6 months.
Okay, not that long.
No, yeah, I was born and then I moved 6 months later.
Because you do have a kind of an accent.
See, I've been told I have a northern accent by several people.
I get
it
that
might
too.
just be because you pronounce all the letters.
That's true. I don't do, like my dad says, mockingbird.
It sounds like almost like
Yeah.
it's kind of, but it's kind of low, and it almost sounds like
Well,
this,
we
but you're
moved
not
to-
really doing a southern twang.
We moved to Connecticut
Yeah.
after Louisiana,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that's probably where I picked up my speech patterns and stuff,
Mhm.
because that's when I learned to speak, and because like I've had several friends tell me I've got a northern accent.
No, I've never noticed a northern
northerner.
Hey!
That's right.
Because I've always been told I have a Chicago accent.
I can see that.
I don't really think I have an
Chicago
accent.
dag.
Huh?
Chicago dag.
Chicago. Because my dad's from Chicago.
I don't really think I have an accent.
No,
You don't have an accent,
yeah.
really.
And
But-
I don't think we're pretty well spoken. I don't think any of us really have.
No.
accents.
I've also probably done enough like public speaking classes
Mm-hmm.
to like drive an accent out.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard the ticket commercial for the? There's something, and there's like this very clearly not Dallas native speaker, and she's like, "Come to the Dallas."
Oh, yeah.
You know? Do you know the one I'm talking about?
No. I don't listen to
I
the
think it's for a
ticket.
strip club or something.
Was
and
it the
she-
thing with Pitbull?
Might have
Pitbull.
been. But I hear it every day on the stream. She's talking about Dallas, and you need to come down to Dallas City Hall and do something.
Uh-huh.
And it just
She's telling
sends-
people to vote.
Maybe. I don't
That
know.
accent used to grate me, but now I like it. I
For the
dig it.
Fargo?
Yeah, I dig
like it. I like it a lot.
I dig it.
Connor over here says he hates space and Christopher Nolan, and so he will
Whoa.
never watch Interstellar, which
He
I
doesn't-
was trying to push on him.
Mm-hmm. Well, why don't you should watch Interstellar, Connor?
I don't want to be bored out of my skull for
No, it's the greatest story of human achievement ever.
Mm-hmm. It's like the movie Frequency
What about
with space.
what about Amplitude?
What was the one with
You guys Amplitude guys?
Yeah, dude, that's a snowboarding movie, right?
No,
No, it's a
Amplitude
game.
the game.
It's a video game, Austin.
It's
This
the
is a video
snowboarding game,
show.
right?
It's the precursor to No, my favorite snowboarding movie is the movie with the chimp in it.
MVP.
There's a snowboarding movie with a chimp?
Yeah, most valuable primate. Are you kidding me?
That's not a snowboarding movie.
Yeah, it is. Is it a skateboarding movie?
It's hockey.
It's
It's ice
like-
hockey.
Oh, hockey.
I
yeah.
swear there's one
No,
where
it's
he
roller
snow-
hockey, right? With the chimp.
Pretty sure it's ice hockey.
I think there's one where he snowboards.
it's MVP 2. Sorry.
I'm gonna look up.
What are we doing? This is becoming Filmscast
Yeah,
again.
screw Filmscast.
Chimp
This
snowboarding
is,
movie.
This is Super Gamescast
I'm sorry.
64.
MXP, most
right.
extreme
Oh,
primate, featuring Joey from Friends, I think.
Oh.
No, that's Ed. That's the movie where the monkey plays baseball.
What is
Look that up.
the
Why are there so many monkey playing sports?
why did I
movies?
just pay
Because it's
$15?
hilarious.
Oh, that's why. What is the slogan? It's minor league, major friendship.
Yeah, something
Yeah.
like
All right, this is Super Gamescast 64. This is the show about video games with Austin Guttery here. How you
Unsponsored today.
doing? Unsponsored.
Brought to you by Dilly Bits.
brought to you by
Snap.
Dilly Dilly.
Dilly.
Dilly Dilly.
I hate that so much.
You do?
In case you guys were wondering, there is MVP most valuable primate,
Mhm.
MVP 2 most vertical primate.
Okay.
What's that? Skateboarding?
He is skateboarding, and then MXP most extreme primate.
Okay.
Not to be confused with MXC most extreme challenge.
That's the best show.
Never watched that show.
You never
Do
watched
you watch Nathan For You?
Yeah.
I just watched the finale.
I have not watched the finale, but I heard about
I've
it.
only seen the finale.
Oh,
I've
really?
Not watched any other episodes.
It's really good. You should watch the rest.
Oh, I know. I'm very intrigued because every person I ask is like, oh, yeah, there's one episode where this happens. I'm like, oh, that's hilarious.
Did you guys ever watch Detroiters?
No.
If you haven't checked out Detroiters, it's pretty good.
Can I relate not being a Detroiter?
Yes, it doesn't matter that it's set in Detroit. Other than everything that they do is for a business that is losing money fast and like breaking down.
No, that's
Okay.
Detroit for you.
It just sounds like it's always sunny in Philadelphia.
Except the two guys are like really close buds and like support each other 100% no
Aw.
matter what.
Oh, that does
Sounds-
not sound like
No.
It's always sunny in Philadelphia.
Very
I
opposite.
mean, they
of
kind
that.
of support each other. In all
Not
this city.
really.
No, they hate it. They would step
Yeah.
on each other so fast.
Yeah.
Well, I guess Connor's had enough.
Yeah. He's done. Done
He's
with
out.
this stupid podcast.
He's gonna fuck that up. The ticket's gonna burn down while he's in there.
You're lifting the curtain too much.
I like this. Back to the old classic arrangement here.
Yeah. Did
So-
you used to sit there?
Well, no, I'm just you and me. I'm talking
Oh
about.
yeah, I know.
Connor
I like
gone.
this. Just you and me.
Sick of this Connor garbage.
Me too. Why did you want him on so bad?
Thought he was cute.
Yeah, I know you do. You can't get past your urges, can you?
No, I can't. They're primal.
Primal
I'm
urges.
a blue-blooded American with a thirst for sex.
Jeez. All right. What does Ariel think about this thirst?
She doesn't know about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she thinks I'm prude. 100% prude.
Mm-hmm.
So
Anyway, Austin, how you doing, man?
I'm good. I got my pH is back in balance
Good.
thanks to this perfect pH nutrient enhanced water by Core Hydration.
Core hydration. It's
Yeah.
the water that helps your pH.
That's right. It's got electrolytes and minerals.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, we're unsponsored today, though.
We are unsponsored except for Core Water.
Yes.
The water of champions.
Exactly.
Core. Feed
It's what they
yourself.
drank on the spaceship.
They did on the space shuttle. They drank it. Well, that and Tang.
Yep.
Right. Austin, so what have you been playing, man?
Some Mario Odyssey. Stardew Valley.
Mm-hmm.
We got Overwatch.
Ooh.
And that's fucking it. That's it, Trey.
Yeah, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
So how are you liking Mario Odyssey now? Check in on Mario Odyssey with Austin.
I'm liking it better.
Okay.
I'm getting it.
Mhm.
It's fun.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at Bowser's Castle right now.
Yeah.
I'm liking it.
You're pretty close to the end there. You're kind of in the home stretch, you know.
Yeah, that's what I figured being at Bowser's Castle.
There's I think there's one more level area you're
Okay.
gonna go to.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited.
Yeah. Yeah. When are we gonna do a review of that?
Maybe next week.
Yeah, we can do one next
Not
week.
our fake next week show, which we're recording this Saturday.
Yeah, we're doing a show with KJ.
Why are we doing that on Saturday?
Because we're gonna do it this week, and also I just certain guests. It's like I'd rather do it on a weekend if that's okay with you.
Yeah, it's fine.
Just because I think when you have a guest, it's a lot easier to do it on a weekend than
So
how we kind of do it.
Are we still releasing it on Thursday? Or is it going to be a super
I don't know, unless you, and this is sort of maybe we should do this off air, but unless you want to do get a Zach, and I was thinking about getting Austin Engler up here and do a Mario cast. We could post that next week and then post the KJ one the next week. Or
So
we could post
we
KJ during
we
a
do
break.
Wednesday, Saturday, Wednesday.
If you want to do that.
Well, that's the Wednesday before Thanksgiving.
Yeah. We could do it earlier though.
Oh God.
I don't know. Whenever you want to do it, man. We're free to do whatever we want. So you're liking Mario Odyssey. You're almost done with it?
I don't know how much I have left of it. I don't like to look ahead on my games. Trey.
Mm-hmm. You don't?
I don't like to go on Game Facts and look up a walkthrough.
You never do that?
I used to all the time for Zelda games.
Yeah, I used to do that for Zelda games as well.
Yeah, but no, I don't go on Game Facts anymore.
Yeah. I'll sometimes look just to, like, especially kind of story-based games I'm just trying to get through
Yeah.
and see how far I am by
I don't
chapter.
like to do
but
that.
I kind of do, just because I'm like, okay, when am I going to be done?
So when you're watching a movie on your computer, do you shake the mouse
Sometimes.
every few seconds just so
Sometimes.
that progress bar is always
Mhm.
down there?
I'm the
Not
guy.
always, but sometimes I'll be like, okay, where am I in this?
I'm the guy who spoils everything for myself. So in high school, when we were reading books for English class, I would just look up how the book ended.
Yeah.
I look up how games end. So like I
I'd
already
do
know,
that. Yeah.
like I already know how Super Mario Odyssey ends.
Mhm.
Don't say anything.
I'm not going
Looks
to.
like
Dude,
Mario.
I can't have that Mario game spoiled.
Look, a lot of people were pissed at people explaining things that happened, and
Alright.
so I'm gonna stay
Mhm.
away from it. But no, I spoil everything. Like I knew the Mass Effect ending.
You play Waluigi.
Yep, that's it.
You just become Waluigi.
Mm-hmm.
That's the secret of Waluigi.
Trey, did you ever play Mario 64 for DS?
I didn't. I did not.
I watched some video of it today. It
Mm.
looks pretty cool.
Yeah, they added a whole bunch of characters you could play as.
Yeah, and the graphics are better.
Wasn't
Yeah,
the
it's-
problem that you're using like a D-pad to control everything?
Well, I mean, it's playable probably on the new Nintendo 3DS, right? So I might get that
Yeah.
little thing. You know, let's get it.
There's no way it's that expensive now.
Yeah.
How long ago did that come out?
God, that was like 2009, 2009. It was like one of the first DS games.
Yeah, it
2008,
was.
maybe?
Mhm. That was in my dark period.
2004.
Wow.
That was one of the first, if
Yeah.
not the first.
Probably was the first. I do vaguely remember that being like the first.
Because when did Nintendo take the Game Boy Advance out behind the woodshed?
It was around 2005, 6.
You ever
'Cause
play
I-
Earthworm Jim?
No.
That was on Game Boy Advance.
I had Game Boy Advanced.
You didn't have Earthworm
I
Jim?
had the little clam. What was it? The
SP.
yeah.
I still have the SP.
Yeah.
I
I don't have any of my
I have an
Game
Onyx,
Boys anymore.
an Onyx colored SP.
Oh, all right.
I also had the blue one, but I sold it. And the Game Boy Advance was discontinued May 15th, 2010. So it was
They produced that for...
it was commercially and retail available until
Damn.
2010.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, like didn't the PS2 didn't they stop making those like a few years ago?
So I was looking at my Reddit comments yesterday, or
Yes,
posts. Looking at my top
sure.
posts. One of my top posts is a Today I Learned, and I had posted last year. Today I learned that the last game ever produced for PlayStation 2 was produced less than a
Yeah.
year ago.
what is it, Madden
20
or FIFA?
Some soccer game in 2014.
Makes sense.
PS2.
Yeah.
Well, it was discontinued January 4th, 2013.
Whoa.
That PS2, it was because it was the first DVD player. It's the best selling console
Yeah.
ever.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because that DVD player, and I guess a lot of people still use it.
I also have a one of my other ones I just posted recently. It's now like my third highest rated voted thing ever. It was a Today I Learned, and Trey, it might interest you, that the very first ever video rental store, it opened in Germany. It is still in operation today.
Oh,
Yeah, beat out Blockbuster and all the rest.
good
What is it?
job, Germany.
What's it called?
Video Tog.
Schlackenducken Schlicken.
That- yeah, that's probably.
Yeah, that's
it
probably
probably
it,
just
yeah.
means like video game store.
Yeah, video store.
Yeah.
Yeah. Zhangfuken.
They just have one video.
They got it's
It's Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium.
yeah, exactly.
Not Hugo.
No.
Okay.
Not Hugo.
They only lend out the Wolfenstein games.
But yes. Teach themselves a lesson.
Yeah. So how's Stardew going? You still playing? I saw you playing that today while I was playing Odyssey. I saw you pop on and I checked what you're playing. You're playing
Oh
with
yeah,
Stardew,
that's a good game to play while you're crapping.
Mm-hmm. You're taking a shit then?
Yeah, it's summer year 2 still, almost over, getting ready for fall.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so close to getting the greenhouse.
Mm-hmm.
I just need my goat to grow up a little bit. I get
Sure.
some large goat milk, and I can finally finish the greenhouse.
Yeah.
Don't we all need our goats to grow up?
Dude, telling me.
We need them to grow up.
And yeah.
Overwatch?
Yeah, the new character should be playable by the end of the week,
Mm-hmm.
Blizzard said. There's a free weekend this weekend, so if
Yeah.
anyone wants to play, you can hop on, play
Think-
with Trey and I.
Yeah, we'll play with Adam.
Where can they find you guys if they want to play? What are your
I think it's just Trey 1310 or something on
Yeah,
Xbox.
you are.
Yeah.
I'm just Helen Smeller. The same as you.
Is that your Reddit, Helen Smeller?
No, it's not.
What's your Reddit?
Don't find my Reddit. We'll just leave it at that. Post a lot on the Donald.
Is that that's the Donald Duck subreddit, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
Donald Duck.
Yeah, it's just the Donald, not the one with the
Mhm.
underscore
Oh,
in
okay,
it.
cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Connor, you've been playing anything?
Yes, actually.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah, get crazy. No, this week I played, or I guess it doesn't matter. Anyway, I played Call of Duty World War II.
Okay.
I do like it. I was thinking of getting it, but
The
then
zombie-
I heard it was
dude, the-
okay.
Okay, so in fairness, I just played the zombies,
Okay.
and the zombies is really fun.
So I wanted
Mhm.
to play the Campagan.
The
Yeah.
Canpagan I cannot speak to,
I heard it was okay.
but the zombies is really fun.
Mm-hmm.
There's a level which we played for several hours called the Reich, and it is a 6-part zombies map. So you have to do like 6 tasks. You have to do one task to move on to more areas and more areas and more areas,
Mm-hmm.
and then the final boss is like a giant.
Mecha Hitler?
No, it's not. It's like a giant creepy collection of zombies moving as one body.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Huh.
I don't know how to explain it. If your skin was made of other people, this
Sounds
is
like
what.
that Pokemon from Sun and Moon, where all the fish get together and form the big fish.
Ooh, yeah. I don't remember what it's called, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's really fun. Like the zombies is great if you're into zombies, but you guys like that Overwatch co-op gameplay. But if you like zombies, I played a couple of the maps. The Reich was the one we landed on the most, but the zombies is really fun. And I don't know. You're not buying it for the campaign. I mean, I guess
I think I mean,
are you?
I would be.
Really?
If I bought it, it would be for the campaign. I don't play a lot of multiplayer games.
Maybe I'm off base then. Yeah,
I'm not a multiplayer guy, but I'll play multiplayer and I apologize. I know a few P1s have reached out to me. I know Houston did on PUBG. I know another guy reached out to me on Destiny 2 stuff, but I don't, unless I'm playing with friends or people, I don't really like playing multiplayer.
See, for me, I was always I'll play multiplayer, won't wear headphones.
Yeah.
We'll listen to a podcast and just go. Just team deathmatch over and over. Run my head into a wall over and over.
I'm more of a single player story kind of bro, you
Fair
know.
enough. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. So I can't speak to the story, but the co-op and the multiplayer from what I played was really fun.
I mean, I guess we all know the story already.
I hear it's
No spoilers, I'm only halfway through.
I've heard mixed things. Some people really like it, and some people are just like, it's very not
I hear it's
doing too much.
Pretty Medal of Honor-y, if that means anything to you.
World War II, you know, it's no Kevin Spacey in it this time.
Ooh.
I saw a funny article. It's that it was something like Activision or replaces Kevin Spacey with Tom Hanks and Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. I want to say he was in. Yeah.
I can't buy Tom Hanks as an evil guy.
No, I can't either.
I can't
He's
do
too
it.
much of a...
Is he the greatest?
The greatest?
Yes. Not actor or anything, just...
He's like an American icon. He's like America's dad, you know?
He's Woody.
No, he's like America's cool older brother.
Yeah, or a cool uncle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of a cool uncle.
One who
now.
won't molest you when you're
The
14.
hope
childless uncle that comes into town and is like
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Would that be the actor that would most upset you if you learned something dirty about him?
No, Mr. Rogers
Yeah.
would.
Well,
Yeah. I hear he's like supposed to be the nicest guy.
Luckily-
Mr. Rogers.
if Mr. Rogers had skeletons, they're probably buried with him because he's gone.
Oh, R.I.P. Mr. Rogers.
But you're right. I think Tom Hanks would upset me a
Yes.
lot.
Very.
Yeah, that would. Yeah.
You
upset
follow
me
his
too.
Twitter feed?
I don't.
He just takes pictures of gloves that he finds,
Yeah.
like lone gloves, and just writes little sad
It's a
sentences
very
about-
Austin thing to do.
Yeah, he'll just write about, like,
Yeah.
he'll say, like, where's my partner today?
Oh.
That is a
Something sad.
very specific Twitter.
And
Well,
they-
Austin, wasn't your bit that you would do hashtags for every hashtag you saw for a while?
yeah, I had to, for the entirety of 2014, from Jan 1 to Des 31,
Mm-hmm.
anytime I saw a hashtag, I had to tweet it. And I have like 2,500 tweets that year.
Mm-hmm. And just hashtags.
It was awful.
It's great. You
Like, I had a
you always commit to the bit, which I
Thanks.
respect. You
I had a
commit to the
fever
bit.
one day, or for 2 days
Yeah.
of that year, and so I sat and just watched Discovery Channel all day,
Mhm.
and every fucking commercial had a hashtag, and I had to tweet hashtag outrageous acts of science every 15 minutes.
Nice. Awesome. So anyway, I've been playing a little bit of Mario and Wolfenstein.
Hey,
the
liking
New Order.
Wolfenstein.
Wolfenstein New Order's fun.
Still
I'm
the
playing
first
it
or
on,
the second?
Still the first, but I'm
Okay, cool.
almost done. Like, I'm on a moon base, and once you're on a moon base, that means you're almost done with the game. There's not a lot of places to go once you're at a moon base. So there are
Mars
moon
base.
Nazis. Space.
Mars, yeah.
Mars is probably the next space. Yeah, actually, yeah, probably Mars.
I can't believe Call of Duty hasn't done space Nazis
They
yet.
have. Well, they done space. They did space last year.
Sorry.
Yeah. Way to go.
I apologize, Call of Duty.
Way to go.
Apologize, Call of Duty.
Yeah, they did space last
My
year. Wolfenstein's fun. Playing it on easy. It's a really fun game. The story is really cool. They go some interesting places with the alternate history. It makes it feel like it could happen. There's some somewhat, like mystical where they say, oh, this isn't mystical, but there's like this whole secret society. I think it's a Jewish society that they've kind of been like, that's where all the Nazis got their technology, and they I don't think this is really a spoiler because it's an old game, but they created all this like really high-tech technology, and that kind of explains why there's all these like robots and mechs and space travel and stuff within the game. And so that stuff's a little like, it's out there. It's not they specifically say though it's not supernatural. Like they go out of their way to be like, this isn't supernatural. This is just we're advanced, you know. So there's some of that. It's not as down to earth as, you know, let's say I think what's that TV show, Man in the High Castle? Like I think that's more of a down to earth version. This is a little more fantastical, which I enjoy. I enjoy fantastical things.
Yeah, nobody wants to play 1984 as a video game.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, you know, if it's done well.
If they want
It
to
didn't
play
even make a good movie.
If they want to play 1984, they can just play the original Super Mario Brothers. Aren't I right? Yeah.
Get him off the show.
Yeah.
Get him off the show.
Okay.
Anyway,
I'll turn my mic off.
you know, they kind of did a kind of 1984-ish game that We Happy Few. It's a
Yeah, when
little
is that
bit-
coming out?
I think it's already out, or
It's out, it was out in beta
Yeah.
or early access or whatever, but it
I don't know.
Is that a Nintendo game?
No, it's
box.
Yeah, Xbox, PC.
It's like BioShock in the 60s.
Kind of
I
though,
just
but
assumed
it's,
it was Wii.
No,
WII.
That's it.
I'll turn my mic off.
That's a not a bad assumption to make.
mm-hmm. From what I heard of the game, though, it's a lot. It's more of a roguelike where you die and you kind of go back to the start. And So I don't know. I don't think I'm too interested in that. I'd rather have it seemed like could tell a cool story, but I don't know if it's really too much of a story. So I don't know if I'm interested in it. But Wolfenstein's really cool. I think I'm about to beat that. Then I'm probably going to go right into Wolfenstein: The New Colossus. And I'm going to beat that. Once I beat that, I'm going to get into a little bit of Nier Automata. And I want to beat Hellblade, which is a short game. I can beat that in a day. And so I could just kind of get ready for Game of the Year stuff. Because I think the two games that I really... Here's the thing. I listen to Giant Bomb's Game of the Year discussions, and they have like 5 3-hour-long podcasts. And it's a really fun listen. Like if you're into games and discovering new games and game discussion, it's a really fun listen. If you're not, it's gonna bore you. But if you are, it's a fun listen. They go really in depth on Game of the Year stuff. They have a lot of different categories. And my thing is that I'd like to kind of, you know, I know certain games they're gonna talk about, and I would like to play those games. And Nier is one of those games that I know I'm probably not going to beat it by the end of the year, but I want to play a big chunk of it before the year ends, so we could talk about it. You know.
Yeah, I'm excited for
discussions.
Goatee.
Yeah, I'm still kind of trying to figure out. We'd probably have to record them on the weekend, if that's okay with you.
That's not.
Ooh.
I'm hanging out with other people on the weekend usually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, guess forget it then. Just forget it.
Sure.
We're just done. But anyway. Been playing Wolfenstein. It's a good deal. If you have not played Wolfenstein, I'd recommend getting it. Though I'd recommend if you have a PC, get it on PC, because I think the shooting, just any first-person shooter, is probably better on PC.
Yeah.
You know, and then Mario. Just been playing Mario here and there. Just it's a really good game to pick up and play. It's sort of been my pick up and play kind of game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. I love it. And I think that's all for the most part.
Act 2.
Knack 2, been playing that, bro. Game of the Year, Knack 2. So anyway, we got a whole bunch of news and stories today. You know, we got a kind of a packed show.
We have about an hour of Sonic music.
We do. So Connor has compiled some news stories. Connor, you want to get started?
Absolutely, Trey. I would love to. Welcome to the news desk. Perfect. Have you guys heard about this Star Wars Battlefront 2? You guys familiar?
No, please. I'm sorry, I'm really tired. Please share.
Well, Star Wars Battlefront 2 is the follow-up to Star Wars Battlefront 1 and is a sweet Battlefield-esque Star Wars simulator. If you're listening to this, you already know what it is. You'll probably also know what the controversy is, but let's talk about it. So, with the new game, they've released a bunch of loot boxes, which we have talked about previously, and they've put a lot of the things that you can get out of the loot boxes out of reach for...
Well, it's a lot of the heroes.
Yeah, you're right.
The heroes you
You're
can
right.
play.
So
Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader are on, and
they began at 60,000
Yes.
credits.
And you earn credits by playtime.
Yes.
It's not by skill, it's by playtime, how many minutes and hours you're playing.
In fact, when this was first released, and people could look at how many credits are required to get Luke and Darth Vader. So you average credit to user The Hotter Potato on Reddit.
There's a whole Reddit post about
he did a
this.
huge math equation and ended up at something like this. You average about 250 credits per 10-minute match. So there are also other ways via like the story and some things that you can do on the side to earn some more credits, but it's not near enough for you to like quickly build up enough credits to buy. So assuming 250 credits per 10 minutes, that's 40 hours of Galactic Assault gameplay that you would have to play to unlock one of those characters. Which...
So if you wanted to unlock 2, that's 80 hours.
Exactly.
Yes.
So that is just through natural in-game. The other thing is, as instead of doing that, there's also 3 different in-game currencies.
Yes.
There is crystals, which is real-life money that you spend on the game and can use to buy the loot boxes and things like that. There are credits, which are the in-game points that you earn via the game. And then there are... what is it? I believe the third one is like...
Space bucks?
No, they're like used to build up the perks and stuff that you can get. So you like can't spend them on anything other than building up perks and cards that you already get by opening the loot boxes. I watched a 15-minute video trying to explain the economy of this game, and I think that really speaks to the game. If I have to watch your video for about 15 minutes to understand A, how to progress in the game, and B, how to level up anything that I get, you may need to go back to the drawing board and try to figure that out.
And people are really upset, because they feel like they're being cheated. They're being used and abused because, this isn't just cosmetic. This is 2 hero characters that you use in the game, and these are very popular characters, and they feel that, 40 hours is way too long. And you're putting a time kind of restriction on how long you can play, and there's only so many, it's kind of shitty.
I found a lot of comments, and if you read through any of the articles, or we'll get to what an EA developer posted on Reddit.
Okay.
But a lot of it looks, a lot of people are saying like pay to win sort of model, where you can immediately pay real cash to get heroes that would take you 40 hours of in-game play if you're averaging based on this math that this guy did to get.
Right.
Which I can totally understand why that would anger someone.
Yeah.
If you're buying a game and then these characters that, there's some cosmetic to the characters. If you've ever played Battlefront, you only get them after so many kills, things like that. But there's also like the expectation that they would be able for you to play going into it.
You were able to play those from the start in Battlefield 1. You were able to play as Luke and Vader and all that.
Yes.
Yeah.
But this is just tacked on.
Yes.
And it's tacked on in a way that seems to be all about making money and not about changing the play style or anything immediate.
So read EA's statement.
All right.
I put the most recent one, I think, up there. I don't know if that's the same one you put.
Let me read. I can read. I have it chronologically, so
okay.
Let me read. So this is yesterday, or 2 days ago. They commented on a Reddit thread in the Battlefront subreddit, saying that the time provided the time required to unlock Darth Vader or Luke Skywalker was meant to, quote, provide players with a sense of pride and accomplishment for unlocking different heroes. Which really just seems like a miscalculation.
Yeah.
It sounds like a terrible answer to a problem that people are bringing up to you.
Because I'm sort of, I understand, okay, an accomplishment, but, I'm thinking of like Super Smash Bros, though, because there are certain characters in Smash Bros where you have to play a certain amount of time, right?
Yeah.
To get that character?
Like Luigi was always just, play 10 matches.
Yeah.
And Mewtwo was like, leave your console on for like 12 hours
Yeah,
and then
I remember doing that.
finish the match.
But that's 12 hours. That's not 40 hours of gameplay. And that's 40 hours of matches.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with having a merit system for unlocking characters. It's just they have them so just enough out of reach to make people want to buy them.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the thing. Is
they purposefully? It was very transparently done as a way just to grab pinch pennies.
Right. And I know publishers are getting harassed online because of this. The developers are as well. And I know the whole narrative is that publisher is good, developer bad. But I mean, I heard one podcast today where there's a report from a developer who said that sometimes the publishers, are the ones that do this. But I mean, don't be an asshole online to people. They're just working. You never be an asshole online, because I know a bunch of the publishers and people from EA and DICE are getting like death threats and shit online, and it's just and you can't do anything about it. It's just the shitty nature of the internet. But just be a good person. Don't do that stuff.
It's probably also an important. That's a pull quote from a much longer quote, which I'll read really quick.
Yeah, sure.
Just so that we have in the idea of fairness. So,
yeah.
As for the cost, we selected initial values based upon data from the open beta and other adjustments made to milestone rewards before launch. Among other things, we're looking at average per player credit earn rates on a daily basis. We'll be making constant adjustments to ensure that players have challenges that are compelling, rewarding, and of course, attainable via gameplay. We appreciate the feedback the passion of the community has put forth around current topics here on Reddit, our forums, and across numerous social media outlets. Our team will continue to make changes and monitor community feedback and update everyone as soon as and often as we can.
Mm-hmm.
So that was what they said immediately, and then they did make a change.
They did.
So they moved Emperor Palpatine, Leia Organa, and Chewbacca, which I believe were at 20,000 credits before, were halved. They're now at 10,000 credits to unlock. Iden Versio, who is the hero of the single-player campaign, he's 5,000 credits. And Vader and Luke were moved down.
I think they're cut 75%, right?
Yes, they were. Which I was reading another article after this, which had said that they had changed the way that you can get credits now.
Mm-hmm.
So the hit rate for credits has also decreased with the decrease in the how much you have to pay to get said characters.
It's like how much? Is it by 75% or like so there's really no change?
Let me check. I know the article that I had read earlier in the day said that they were going to have to go back in and re-look at that, but as of now they weren't able to talk about it. But either way, that's really underhanded.
Yeah.
Like there's no way to defend that, so there's no way to say like we're going to cut how much they cost and then we're just going to make it so that you also can't get the amount of points that we originally had for you.
It's a disaster. And I hear just from podcasts, I've not played the game, and I hear the single player is kind of
That's what I've heard as well.
And I know some people, I don't know personally, but I know of some people that work, there as writers, and that's too bad because they're good writers, but the story and when you're dealing with Star Wars, you're dealing with Disney, you're dealing with a whole bunch of companies, and it's very hard to be Look at the Star Wars, look at the Han Solo film, how that kind of was butchered, or not butchered, but neutered maybe by Disney because they didn't like the directors. Now maybe it was a bad movie, maybe it wasn't turning out right. But
do you want a headline on how much?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, so this is not exactly what we were talking about, but it will take 4,528 hours of gameplay or $2,100 to unlock all base game content in Star Wars Battlefront 2.
So $2,100.
Yes, $2,100.
Wow.
If you wanted to go ahead and just drop that on the game, you could get all the base content.
How many hours did you say?
4,528. And the thing is, I'm not going to be able to articulate all the stuff, but this guy went through and did all the math, assuming how much everything costs, how many credits that is, and how much you can get.
And yeah, you're not going to buy all that, but still, man, that's. And I'm not saying there shouldn't be loot crates because I think they're having to do these loot boxes because of costs of games, but then there's articles saying that's not the case. It's mucky right now.
People wouldn't have been as upset if EA hadn't done this 100 times before.
Yeah. And I think because EA weren't they nominated the worst company ever a few years ago?
2 years in a row.
Yeah.
Is EA at Niantic levels of incompetence?
Incompetence,
No.
yes, but far exceeds as far as intentional greediness.
Fuckery.
I don't want to say evil, but I think Niantic just kind of bit off more than they could chew. EA is clearly just trying to money grub.
I mean, we read that quote, 2 weeks ago, where they
Uh-huh.
talked about they want all of their games to be like not an immediate experience where you can just like sit down, finish it. They want it to be something that you can continue to pay into.
Then sell
Service
us the
games.
game for $15. Don't make us
Exactly.
pay for the whole thing and then have to pay to get the rest of it. I mean, that's the...
I'm interested. Like, we won't see this for a while, but I really want to see the like how much this game costs to make versus how much it's going to make back.
It's cost a ton to make, I bet. I wonder if is there an easy way to see how much that game... They don't release game costs, like how much it makes.
No, they don't release them until after
Yeah.
the fact. They'll release like quarterly earnings and stuff.
Because films do that all the time.
Well,
like,
the thing,
they always...
I'm just saying, like, of course it costs a lot because
Mhm.
it's a AAA game.
Mm-hmm.
But if like Austin's saying, you reduce the cost at launch, how much of a bath are you really taking on it versus if you release it at full price with the idea that you have to buy all this extra stuff in the game?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I don't know. It seems like a cash grab, despite the fact that this game looks beautiful. Like if you watched any of the beta or you watch any of it in motion, it looks cool.
Mm-hmm.
And I enjoy Battlefront, and I would play it, but I don't know, based on everything I've read and everything I've seen, that I'm interested in paying this company money.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard don't be mad at EA, like you were saying, direct your anger at Disney is what people were saying today, because they're the ones pulling all the strings on this, basically.
But I say you can be mad, just don't be a jerk. And, vote with your wallet. Don't buy the game if you are upset with this. But if you don't care, I mean, they're just going to do it. That's the thing. It's vote with your wallet. If you're upset by this, don't buy the game.
Yeah, don't be an asshole
Yeah.
online. Go to EA headquarters and burn it down.
Yes, go burn the EA headquarters down with everyone in it. That's
Yep,
what
and
we're
make
saying.
sure to
1415 Santa Rose Drive,
Yeah.
Sacramento, California.
Make sure to threaten them all on Twitter as well. That really helps.
So, yeah, it's definitely soured the game, and EA has come out and said that it's really hurt them. Like,
Well,
they've
good.
never seen.
Finally.
Yeah, and that's what I don't. People are like, this is the future of video games. These like horrible loot boxes. I mean, I think yes and no. I don't think you're gonna see this because people are gonna be outraged.
That's only the future if we let it be. the
Yes,
future.
exactly. I think there are enough people that complain about this stuff that it's going to course correct. We're going to see a course correction. We're going to see people doing more like what Overwatch does.
Yeah, they do it right.
Yeah. And so, yeah, there'll be a course correction. I don't think I've ever bought in a loot box.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
Did you say button?
Bought.
I was gonna, smooth over that. But
Thank you.
Would you guys be opposed to paying, like, I don't know, $15 or $20 more if the idea is that they're gonna make sure that there's not gonna be as many loot boxes or as much gambling in quotes on in-game stuff?
No, because then that's just the same thing. Then they're just... If
Well,
I'm paying
he's talking about-
$85 for a game...
But he's saying because the cost of making a game has risen, so they're doing these loot boxes to make more money to make the game. He's saying you just rise the price of the game and don't do everything's in the game. No loot boxes, DLC. There could be DLC, but because I think a lot of DLC now
Or
is
if you
like,
even want to do loot boxes for look, like not necessarily gameplay changes, but if you want to do loot boxes for aesthetic stuff,
well, that's what they should
that's
be
Overwatch.
for. Yeah,
that's
Overwatch.
what I mean. Like if you want to do loot boxes for aesthetic stuff or like,
Dude, they make plenty of money off of that.
Yes.
Like, there are people who, like, even Zach with a Q, he drops $10 on loot boxes and Hearthstone cards all the time. Like,
boy, I was there.
yeah?
I
Like,
don't want
yeah,
to talk about that.
yeah, there's people who, like, people aren't going to stop buying, add-ons and stuff if they don't make it a central focus of the game.
Uh-huh.
Like, you've heard of what do they call them? Like, whales?
Yeah,
where
whales.
Yeah.
20% of the people purchase 80% of the loot boxes and stuff. Those people aren't going away. Like, they'll still make their money on that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, anything else, I guess, on the story?
I believe that's all we've got as of now. It remains to be seen whether this is going to be a game that's going to sell well.
I'm very interested to see that because, again, it's the vote with your wallet thing. Like, and who knows how many people really care, I mean, do you think
I don't know if it's
the mom and dad care that's buying a game for their kid?
I don't know if it's the angriest or the loudest or whatever this is.
Yeah.
But
I mean, who knows? They might hurt, it might not.
What's the release date?
This week.
I believe it's out.
It's out now?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay.
I believe so, because I had a friend who complained about getting his copy late
okay,
yesterday.
so the $80 version you can play now. If you bought the $80 thing, you can play that now.
Okay.
And, you know, like what you're saying, like there are like $80 versions, but those then should be able to have unlocks if you're paying more.
I want to say they do immediately come with Kylo Ren and Rey. I think those, if you got that edition, that's what they were talking about when I watched the in-game economics video.
Okay.
Is that they come with Rey and Kylo Ren unlocked.
Well, again,
Okay.
that's kind of like what Overwatch does. You can buy the $40 base game, or you can buy the Origins edition for $60, which comes with a ton of loot boxes and extra skins and stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine.
Well, all right.
So Trey's going to go out and buy this, and he's
Yeah.
going to take the bullet for us
I'm going to review it.
and let us know.
I wish, we need to get on the whole contacting publishers to get games to review.
How's that website going?
Yeah, Austin, how's the website going?
Great. Just point your browser to http://www.supercast64.com.
Also, we might be switching feeds pretty soon because I'm trying to upload everything onto YouSave
Oh,
and so I can stop with SoundCloud. And so then Filmscast and Gamescast will be separate. And I don't have to pay a dime.
That's a lot of tech speak for me.
Well, just know that we might be changing feeds. So
You'll just
I
hear-
don't know if we can...
You'll hear my voice somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know if we can just change our feed over to you save it because we want to keep subscribers, but we might have to delete
Might have
it.
to make sure everyone resubscribes.
Yeah, resubscribe to Super Films Cast 64 and Gamescast 64.
That's right.
So I'm trying to find the nominees for the Game Awards.
I've got it pulled up.
Oh, you got it pulled up?
Trey, do you need to go play
list?
commercials?
I mean, not for like a few minutes.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right.
Let's talk about those Game Awards.
Yeah, the Game Awards.
I don't know anything about this or who this is put on
this
by.
This is Jeff Keighley's thing, who I hear he's kind of a weenie, but whatever. This is Jeff Keighley's thing. And
I don't know that name.
Jeff Keighley, he's an industry guy. He's been in the industry for a long time, and he's put on these Game Awards for a very long time. They used to be on Spike TV, and now,
okay.
yeah, and now this
Gotcha.
is. They used to be like Spike TV, and Keighley's he's kind of known as the Pope of the Doritos Pope because he like once really shilled out Doritos and Mountain Dew or something, and the Spike TV thing was kind of trash. Like it was very like video games, man. Like and
It was
they
the
always
worst.
they always had some rapper on.
I was just about to say that.
yeah.
I remember one year they had, I don't even know, it was Method and Red or somebody
Yeah.
come on and sing the Mario theme song. And
Yeah.
I was like, God.
They had I think one year didn't Call of Duty win, or Madden win one year.
Yeah, see, that was during that period I'm always talking about of 2004 to 2008 where, like, all that grungy gaming shit was cool.
Mhm.
In
that was-
2003, it was hosted by David Spade.
There you go.
Look up the one a few years ago. It was the actor from
Bang
Community. No.
Joel McHale?
Joe McHale was hosting, and he was just being a dick the whole
Well,
time.
the
but
thing
that's
is-
kind of his bit, like on
Yeah.
the soup.
Yeah, but like it just didn't work. It was
I'm going to defend Joel McHale.
no.
I'm not going to defend
he's
this
fine.
performance. Well, he also did an Ubisoft press conference during E3 probably
Yeah.
like 3 or 4 years ago and was
Mhm.
awful.
He's too. The thing is, like, because the Game Awards and those press conferences, they're geared towards a certain audience, and the whole time he was making fun of that audience, and so it was just like very cringeworthy.
I mean, isn't
And I
that
hate that word cringy, but
wasn't that all of that was all Spike? That's
Spike.
all Spike's thing was
Yeah.
like, hey, we want your ad dollars, but we also think you're
hey, you
idiots.
fucking nerds.
Yeah.
You want your games, nerds.
Yeah, like-
it's a whole thing. It's like come on.
Like, pay us, but also
Yeah.
we don't care about you and don't like you.
No,
You guys remember G4?
I do remember G4.
Those were the days.
Yeah,
RIP.
those were the days. R.I.P. G4.
I didn't have cable when they were on, so I never
Remember-
really watched them.
R.I.P.
I used to watch Sessler's Soapbox.
Yeah,
which was
Sessler's great.
which was a video podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's like a.
Adam Sessler's great. Adam Sessler works. Where does he work now? I know he worked for Destructoid for a while. I don't think he's there anymore.
He just waits outside Olivia Munn's house.
No. That's Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, that's Aaron Rodgers.
That's true. Oh,
No.
he's gay. Did you know that?
No, that's not true. Is he? Aaron
Have you heard the
Rodgers?
quote of him saying he really, really likes women?
No.
It's only something a gay guy says.
I was gonna
Oh.
say. I think if you really have to let
You
us
have to
know like how
reassure
much you
people.
love women.
I love women.
No, it's sort of more. It's more of a bro. Trust me, dude. I get
Dude,
all the ladies. I love
slay
them.
the puss. I get the pussy
The puss.
I bring all the ladies back
to my house.
to my wonderfully set up home.
To my parents' house. We have sex in the basement.
Whoa.
We watch Dirty Dancing and eat
Ice cream.
Chunky Monkey.
Is that a gay food? So
No, Chunky Monkey was just the first ice cream I could think of. I almost said Barnes and Noble ice cream.
it's we had to do a very late podcast today.
Yeah.
There's several incidents, but
Let's
It's-
run
it's
through
late.
these nominees.
Okay, we'll do the nominees right now. As I pull them up, they're there.
they've been up for like 20 minutes. I
They're
can see
up.
'em.
Now, we've got The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the
Well,
Wild.
what are we doing now? What's the top? What's the
Game of the year, bruh.
We're gonna go game of the year first.
It's at the top of the page.
okay.
We got to work our way from the top.
Okay.
Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild.
Out.
Never heard of it.
Mm-hmm.
Super Mario Odyssey.
Out.
This is a creepy picture of Mario for
It
Super
is.
Mario Odyssey.
It looks very Japanese somehow.
His mouth looks so tiny. Look at it. Oh, man. We got Player Unknown's Battlegrounds.
Out.
Yeah, that's a big controversy.
We've got Persona 5.
Okay.
Out. And we've got Horizon Zero Dawn.
Out.
Yes. All right, so we'll get to the whole controversy with PUBG during Twitter, just because I know Chris asked about it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's just pick what do you want from that list?
Give me Zelda.
Yeah.
I hope it's Super Mario Odyssey. I'm going to find out soon when I get my Switch.
I think
Oh.
Zelda was a more
Rich.
It's like 1 fucking a.m. Yeah, rich, deep. It had more depth, I feel like. I mean, Mario was fucking great. Like, I love it. I just
Trey, go
I
ahead.
love Horizon. Like Horizon's probably number 3 game of the year for me this year, without playing Wolfenstein 2 or Nier. But Horizon's like number 3 game of the year. I'm still tossed up between Zelda and Mario. I can't give you a good answer. I
That's
mean,
fine.
Zelda, I have some kind of recency bias because I just played Mario and I'm still playing it.
Mm-hmm.
Zelda was amazing, but I have some issues with it.
Yeah, me too.
But it's great. I think Zelda maybe did more for the industry as a whole, as far as like how it did its open world.
I mean,
I don't know.
it's certainly put Nintendo back on the map,
Yeah, I mean definitely. And
I
that
think
in Mario
at least
Odyssey.
in the mind of.
But
Mhm.
but I think the whole climbing and how they did that open world is going to influence games more so than Mario Odyssey.
I think it was almost the perfect adventure game. I mean, it
Yes.
was the first adventure game that I played that actually felt like an interactable, real adventure. Like, I
Yes.
went back and played Skyrim. Like, I'm in the middle of kind of playing Skyrim
Mhm.
right now, and Skyrim feels so
Yeah.
rigid
Dead.
and
Yep.
fake.
You can't
and like,
really
oh,
go anywhere.
the trees and the mountains and everything just feel like set dressing, like they are. Whereas you can interact with everything
Yeah.
in Zelda. It all feels like part of the life of the
yes,
world.
yes. I wish they kind of maybe made fighting a little more
Yeah.
relevant, because I feel like there's certain parts like I don't want to waste this weapon on this guy.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not going to give you my thing yet. I just don't know.
No problem.
Yeah.
We've got Best Game Direction
Okay.
awarded to a game studio for outstanding creative vision
Okay.
and innovation.
All right.
The nominees are Wolfenstein 2,
Mm-hmm.
Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, Breath of the Wild again, Mario Odyssey again, and Horizon Zero Dawn.
Now, what is game direction again? Can you...
Yes, it is the game that had an outstanding creative vision or innovation in game direction and design.
That's got to go to Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't played Wolfenstein. Horizon's great.
Isn't everything else derivative?
Mm,
I suppose.
I mean,
I just mean
go down the list again. So
Wolfenstein 2
Wolfenstein
is sort of derivative of a
it's-
Wolfenstein
yeah,
game, right?
The Wolfenstein, yeah.
I don't want to put these games down by
I
saying
wouldn't say
derivative,
but
yeah, that's
and
I
'cause
think I just
Resident
mean-
Evil did a really good job of kind of
that was the one I was gonna say.
that was
is
gonna be
different.
my lead.
yeah. Wolfenstein or Resident Evil is amazing.
I watched
how
some people,
it's designed.
I watched a friend play it with the
VR.
old headset,
You could do that.
and it looked horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Not interested in doing that at all. No.
Very spooky.
We had a guy on our review podcast talking about doing that. Yeah.
Thumbs down for me.
Resident Evil's a great game. You should play that just in general. Yeah. It's
Fair.
really good.
Fair.
I did a video game film school on it
Well, I'm gonna
Yeah.
go look at that. Where can I find that, Trey?
on youtube.com/CrayTrey1310.
Have you hit 1300 yet?
Yeah, I'm at 1300.
Fuck yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
Now I
Yeah.
can unsubscribe.
Anyway,
Just kidding.
probably Breath of the Wild. Just how they designed that game.
We're moving on to Best Narrative
Okay.
for Outstanding Storytelling and Narrative Development.
Mm-hmm.
We've got What Remains of Edith Finch,
It's supposed to be really good. I kind of want to play that.
Nier
Nier, yeah,
Automata,
That's supposed to be amazing.
Hellblade,
Hellblade, I need to play that. It's supposed to be a really good story.
Wolfenstein 2,
Wolfenstein
and
2 is supposed to be really good. I haven't played it.
Horizon Zero Dawn.
And Horizon Zero Dawn has a great story.
I'm gonna go HZD
Yeah?
on that. Yeah.
It's a great, I don't know, it's a great story, but again, I haven't played the rest of them, so
I'm
I
gonna
don't
be
know.
honest. I thought Nier and Horizon were the same game
Oh.
based on this
no.
photo, and now I'm realizing that they're different.
Oh
Yep.
no.
Nier is supposed to be really good.
I play a lot of games. Best Art Direction
Mm-hmm.
for Outstanding and Creative or Technical Achievement in Artistic Design. Destiny 2,
Well, the guys are purple. Did you see?
I saw that.
Cuphead,
That's got to win,
Yeah.
right?
Breath of the Wild,
Breath of the Wild's fine, but Cuphead's got to win.
Persona 5,
Cuphead's going to win.
and Horizon Zero Dawn.
Cuphead has to
I'm gonna say
win.
Cuphead followed closely by Zelda.
Yeah, Horizon is really pretty. Actually, man, Horizon, yeah, like visual. I don't know.
Best Score / Music.
Mm-hmm.
Destiny 2,
Did you see the guys are purple in that?
I did.
Cuphead,
Cuphead should win that.
Nier Automata,
I haven't played Nier, but maybe.
Breath of the Wild,
Breath of the Wild didn't have much music. It was more ambient. I mean, give it
Still
to Cuphead,
music,
though.
though.
Like, Cuphead had that whole aesthetic. It
Yeah.
needs to be awarded for its aesthetic.
Super Mario Odyssey, and Persona 5 rounded out.
Mario
Okay.
had some really good music.
It did, but not as memorable. Like, the wooded area is amazing. I'm going to use that for bed music now.
I know they have. I noticed they've left off Sonic Forces, and I am
It's probably in its own category.
slightly
Yeah, its own
I would just keep
confused
going.
Yeah,
by
it's probably down there.
that.
Yeah.
It's coming. I've started listening to the soundtrack, so get ready.
It was so good. I think they put it in the regular Grammys.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Best audio design.
Okay.
Yeah, these are like the Oscars that
This
they
is
give
the
away the
Oscars.
day before.
Yeah.
They show you the video. Destiny 2, Hellblade, Resident Evil 7, Breath of the Wild, and Super Mario Odyssey.
I bet you they give it to Hellblade because
Oh, for the Whispers?
Yeah, the Whisper, like how they did that's supposed to be really incredible. I haven't played it, and also I don't think I wouldn't be able to do it with the headphones because I'm deaf out of one ear. So, but I hear how it works is supposed to be really fantastic.
If you want, I'll wear the headphones and I'll just
Yeah.
whisper it to you.
Okay, you can do that.
Okay.
Yeah, probably Hellblade should win that.
Best performance,
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, Hoobastank.
Lady Gaga,
Sonic Forces.
number 1. We've got Melina Juergens in Hellblade.
Okay,
Laura Bailey
Laura Bailey,
from Uncharted, The
Yes,
Lost Legacy.
That's great. She's Nadine. Not Nadine. No, she's Chloe.
No, she's
Chloe.
Nadine.
Oh, she's Nadine. Okay,
Go with your gut, Trey.
go with your gut.
Claudia Black from Uncharted, The Lost Legacy.
Yeah, she's Chloe.
Brian Bloom as BJ Blazkowicz.
Blazkowicz from Wolfenstein.
And Ashley Birch from Horizon Zero Dawn.
I like Ashley Birch. I mean, she should do for
you see
Aloy.
Aloy?
She's really good.
I see they put the token guy in this category.
There's a lot of good. There was a lot of This was a strong year for female protagonists.
Trey, get your left-leaning ideology out of here.
Just
Wait,
yeah.
was the voice of Link not in there? Doing all his
Ha, ha,
yaps and oofs.
Oofs. That voice acting was terrible in Zelda. They should have left it out.
the
All of it.
I thought the acting was fine. They didn't sync it very well to the
I
animation.
always enjoyed the Animal Crossing voice acting. Which I think if you listen, they're actually saying the words. It's like sped up or said in some weird way. All right. Games for impact.
I think this is the category for sort of your more like socially conscious,
thought-provoking games.
Thought-provoking, socially conscious.
So Trey's left-leaning liberal games
my
right here.
game list.
Is Uno on there?
We've got Please Knock on My Door.
Not heard of that.
Night in the Woods.
That's supposed to be really good. Austin, you probably should. Both of you should play it. I think you would get a kick out of it.
Is that like
Austin.
Slender Man? Because that game was too scary.
No. It's anthropomorphic characters, but it's like you're coming back from college or something, and you're kind of back in your hometown, and you're meeting all your old friends, and it's sort of about like coming back to your old town for a long time.
Life is Strange.
Life is Strange is supposed to be really good.
Yeah. Bury Me, My Love.
Mm-hmm.
Horizon Zero Dawn.
What Remains of Edith Finch
Yeah.
and Hellblade.
I bet you Hellblade gets it because they did a really good job with portraying mental illness. Night in the Woods. I do want to play Night in the Woods. I want to check that out, but I bet you Hellblade wins that one.
Then we've got Best Ongoing Games. Awarded to the game for outstanding development of ongoing content that evolves as the player.
What did it say for games with impact?
That's what I just read.
Well, what was the description for it?
Oh, for a thought-provoking game with a profound pro-social meaning or message.
So wasn't Horizon Zero Dawn kind of making a little?
No, not at all.
Welcome to NPR. Today we're
It
discussing
was a
games
very,
with impact.
very heavy sci-fi game. It wasn't like a social.
I thought it was like, it's the environment was destroyed because mankind got too far with their robot making.
Yeah, but that's sci-fi. That's just science fiction.
Next,
it's
we're
not
gonna
really.
move to jazz plus jazz equals jazz.
UNT guy over
I
here.
know. Look at this kid. Anyway,
the awards for best ongoing game. We have Warframe, Rainbow Six Siege, Overwatch, Grand Theft Auto Online, Destiny 2, and PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Isn't it weird that you can be nominated for Best Ongoing Game and Best Game Overall?
well, Destiny 2 is all. Yeah, that is weird. That's weird.
Especially because the game's not finished.
Yeah, that's a whole debate.
Oh,
I mean, we
callback.
could. You know what? We could do it right now if you want.
Hold on, we gotta go Best Mobile Games because
best-
I know we all care about this. So I'm gonna hit it real quick.
Okay.
Guess what? I played all of these. Fire Emblem Heroes. It's fine.
Okay.
It's not really great.
Super Mario Run.
Super Mario Run.
All right.
I do love me some of that. Old Man's Journey.
Never heard of it.
I assume it's a game about losing the ability to use your prostate.
Ew.
Monument Valley 2,
Ooh.
which I believe is about the Black Hills in North
Monument
Dakota.
Valley was like a PS4 game or something.
Mm-hmm.
And Hidden Folks.
Mm-hmm.
Nice geography joke back there, by the way.
Thank you. I believe Hidden Folks is about the Diary of Anne Frank.
Is Soltar on there?
Soltar is not on here.
Okay.
Neither is Bejeweled
Mm.
or Plants vs. Zombies 2.
Mike Soroy loves that garbage.
He does love that garbage.
He loves tower defense. He'll sit there and play tower defense games all day on Miniclip.
Okay, I will do. This is the last one, and then we're done.
We'll do the best personality as well, or best gamer award or whatever.
You win it, Trey.
No, do that one too.
Okay, sorry. Best handheld game: Poochie and Yoshi's Woolly World. Did anyone play that?
No, what now? It's weird that they're not putting any Switch games on here because every Switch game is a
Ooh.
handheld game.
Oh, Monster Hunter Stories.
That's a Chris the Fields game.
What is that supposed to mean?
No, he loves those kind of games.
That sounds very
He loves Monster
Yeah,
Hunter.
that's very condescending.
Metroid: Samus Returns. That's an Austin game.
That was a great fucking game.
Yeah,
Ever Oasis.
That's a Trey game
it's a try game.
because it's a game he'll never play.
That's also the name of my Oasis cover band.
Oh,
Number 4 ever Oasis.
Fire Emblem Echoes: Shadow of
that is totally a Chris the Fields
Valencia.
game.
Hey,
And a Darian McBrayer game.
Okay, now you're just
yeah, that's
making
not a
up.
name.
Darian McBrayer.
He was on the Pokemon podcast, the really tall guy. Remember?
Trey, I don't remember most of the people who come in and out of here. I barely remember Brad.
Yeah, I know you do.
What were you looking? What did you want me to find, Trey?
No, just the Chris the Fields Twitter quote. Best gamer or whatever trending gamer award.
Okay, Trending Gamer Award. Peanut Butter Gamer. Steven Spoon. I don't think that's how you say it. From ablegamers.com.
He does not look like he's doing well.
His picture.
Or
wait.
That's mean. That's a very mean thing to say. He's an able gamer.
We have Mike Grziek. I don't know.
What does he do?
I don't know. He's from Shroud. He looks like he's a gamer professionally. Anyway,
Well,
we've got Guy Beam of Dr. Disrespect fame.
I don't know who he is.
keep him coming.
Clint Lexia. I actually know his brother. Have you guys met Dis?
Next one.
Well,
Next
no,
one.
hold on. No, the podcast
no,
is over.
No,
It's that was Norm Caliber.
that was a Norm Caliber. Yeah.
I don't know if you fellas have met his brother. Last name Lexia, don't forget. Dyslexia.
And Andrea Renee.
Yeah, Andrea Renee is awesome. She, I listened to the Kind of Funny daily show, and she's on there, and she knows her stuff, and she's been in the industry for a long time. And if you vote, give her a vote. She's awesome. Andrea Renee is
Did we want to
good.
go
Let's do action adventure and adventure game because that's really weird.
not best esports player?
Hell no.
Let me go to action.
Because that's a weird. It's like now with the Golden Globes comedy. Like I just read an article today that they're putting Get Out as a comedy
All right, we've got
with the Golden Globes.
best action game, which is the best game in the action genre focused on combat. We've got Prey,
I need to play that. That's another one.
Neo, Nioh,
Neo's supposed to be great.
Destiny 2,
Uh-huh.
Cuphead,
There you go.
and Wolfenstein 2.
Okay. Now read. So that's action. Now read.
Best
Action
action
adventure.
adventure. Uncharted: The Lost Legacy,
Mm-hmm. That's weird because that's DLC, but I guess they made it its own thing. So
Assassin's Creed Egypt,
anyway. Yes.
Breath of the Wild,
Uh-huh.
Mario Odyssey, and Horizon Zero Dawn.
Well, I don't understand what the distinction is between
Well, you can have
action
an
and
action
adventure.
game that isn't an adventure game. But I don't think
Yeah.
you can have an adventure game that's not
Best
an
action adventure game is a combining combat with traversal
Okay.
and puzzle solving.
Okay, because I guess
like
you
a-
would put Mario there.
Like Overwatch is an action game.
Well, it's a shooter.
Right, but there's a lot of action.
Uh-huh.
I
But you wouldn't put that you would put that first-person shooter or multiplayer. Is there a first-person shooter category?
Let me check shooter.
Best shooter.
There is not.
Okay. Yeah, that's a weird. It's still weird. What is action? What is adventure? What is action adventure? I mean, it's
is there a category for best Rabbids crossover?
It's not its own separate category, but it is part of best family game. Best fun family game.
mm-hmm.
So that's cool.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I got.
That's all you got. Well, we got some Twitter questions. The question from Chris the Fields. He asked, "What are your thoughts on the PUBG being nominated for the Game Awards Game of the Year, considering the game is still in early access and will not be officially released by the show's cutoff date? Is it fair to potentially award the game? Frick me if you discussed this already."
It's a full game, is it not? I mean, early access is really just a designation. I don't give a shit. I mean, the game is playable and people love it, and thousands of people play it.
I think people are worried that it's going to set a precedent, or that's precedent.
you got it.
precedent. There you go.
Precedent for future games. But I think it's just that PUBG was such a phenomenon this year that it's hard not to put it on the list.
I think it's just mislabeled as early access. I think it's
But it's not. It doesn't have a release date.
I
but
know,
you can
but
still buy
it's out and it's
Yeah.
playable and basically it's full form. It's not early access. I know they have that on there for technical reasons, but to me it's a fully released game.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's fine if it's on there. You know, if it was half finished, then it's a different story, but it's not.
What
There you
are
go.
your thoughts, Connor?
Oh, I was just going to say, if you're looking at this like a film, I can see how Austin's argument works, because before a film would be nominated for some sort of like Oscar or something like that, it would be nominated and have won like indie awards. So like indie movies are finished.
Mm-hmm.
They're just not like a wide release at that point. So I'm
Mhm.
going to say Steam Early Access is sort of like being on the indie circuit and not being picked up by a large
theater chain.
No, and I'm kind of with you, but I'll play devil's advocate. I think.
But no, I think it's super weird.
Yeah, it's weird. It's not released. It's not.
But it's not like you have
officially
to get invited with an access code. Like anyone can go buy it and play it.
Mhm.
Just
I
like
just think
any
it-
other game.
It might.
But I think the thing is maybe what if they totally change things to it? What if they do something to make it better or worse? It's not the full game. It's not out. But the thing is too is it's just getting more blurry and more blurry now with the early access. Like what really is early access?
Right,
I mean,
'cause
every game can be patched.
Right.
Like there are games
Most
that come
games
out.
are.
Yeah, and there are games that come out like Destiny 1. Like it was very bare bones, and they added stuff and made it a better game. So you could do that with like look at No Man's Sky. That's what it was a bare bones nothing, and then they added more stuff to it. It's a completely different game, right?
Yeah,
I mean, I haven't played it since then.
I was playing it on the way over here.
For one, yeah. But yeah, yeah,
I forgot that game existed.
Me too.
I think me personally, I'm fine with it. I think it's still weird, and I could see why people would not like it, But who really cares about it? It's just Game of the Year. Who cares? Who really cares? I mean, everyone played it this year. That was the big thing this year. That was the big cultural phenomenon this year. It's I mean, what if they release it, or is it really going to cause any traction next year for Game of the Year award? That'd be weird.
I think if it does, then Game of the Year awards needs to get their stuff figured out.
Mm-hmm.
Because it shouldn't be available for both. Like, it can't be Game of the Year this year, and then when it's fully released, also be Game of the Year next year.
That's very true.
I don't think it's going to win.
So I think Zelda's probably
yeah,
gonna
I don't
win.
think it's going to win, so I don't think that quite matters, but you're right, it is a weird precedent if your game is like, hey, best game of this year, it's early access, also best game of next year.
Yeah, and just, it's, the fear is that, the game never gets released or whatnot. I don't know. Yeah, it's weird. It's a weird deal.
Either way, another garbage question from Chris the Fields.
That was actually a good
That
question.
one felt
like
real.
a legit question.
Trash.
Felt like a real... It's a Chris the Fields question, am I
What
right?
do you think about Shrek Early Access being...
That's Chris Gross.
I get them all mixed up.
See, he knows the show better than you do, and you've been on for
It's because
longer
Chris
than he
Gross
has.
has fantastic hair.
He does. He has
It's
amazing
so
hair.
tall.
It is.
tall.
It's
It
very
doesn't
tall.
grow out or down. It just grows up.
up. Yeah.
How much product is in that hair?
So 6, 7.
Who has better hair, him or Connor?
I mean, I love Connor's hair, but I think Chris Gross might have...
I also think Chris Gross has better hair than I do.
Sure. All
He
right.
definitely puts more work into it.
Yeah.
How about him, Connor, and Spencer?
Spencer does have big old great hair.
Yeah.
Did you guys see Colin Kaepernick's hair for the
Yeah, I did
GQ?
see that.
Is it
That's
just...
a big old fro.
It's a
Is he even bigger?
huge
Yeah.
fro. Yeah.
Is it football shaped?
No, he
That'd be cool.
Nope.
Great.
that would have been awesome. Though.
That would have been awesome. Chris the Fields also asked, what are your general thoughts on the Game Award nominations for each category? Are there any games you feel were not included in categories that should have been, or certain games that should have been nominated for more or less categories?
Well, Chris, check out our earlier. Just hit the button to go about 15 minutes back, and you'll hear all of those thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Well, let's go category by category.
yeah, let's do that.
Okay,
again.
well, we'll start. So, Game of the Year.
Sonic
I'm
Forces.
surprised Persona was nominated.
Yeah, me too.
A little surprised by that. I mean, I
love
hear
their
it's
JRPGs,
amazing.
bro.
I hear it's incredible, but I'm surprised.
It's a JRPG, right?
I think the Game of the Award, the Game Awards do a fairly decent job. I think, they're not. It's not like we were talking about. Allison fell asleep. It's not-
Do the people that win the not MTV Game Awards, when they win the Game Awards, do they also get a surfboard?
Yeah.
Okay.
Chris the Fields asks, a dead body is on the floor. Cause of death was a bullet to the chest. Trey was seen walking out of the room of the crime carrying a gun with a smoking muzzle. Trey is very insistent that he did not commit the crime.
Why's it gotta be a smoking Muslim? That's
muzzle,
racist.
muzzle. Trey is very insistent that he did not commit any crimes that night. So who stole my lunch from the break room fridge? So I don't.
Okay, so
Austin, go ahead and hit him with the.
who asked that one?
That was Chris the Fields.
It's Chris the Fields. Okay. You know, I'm not even gonna dignify it with a response.
Chris the Fields asks, favorite cheese?
I'm a big
Ooh.
Munster guy.
Oh, I'm gonna go aged Gouda. Very, very
Ooh.
sharp Gouda.
Ooh,
I'm
I
gonna
love
go jalapeno Jack.
Ooh.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pepper jack.
It's pepper jack cheese.
Munster goes good with
Munster's great. I
Munster's
love
great.
Munster.
You ever go to Great Outdoors?
Yeah.
Get sandwiches.
Oh, man.
Get the Munster with the turkey. It's fantastic.
I just like I like cheese that's got a little sponginess to
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
Ooh, I like hard crumbly cheese. That's why
You know what? I
need-
don't like Swiss. I don't.
Me neither. It
I like
tastes
it
like
all right melted.
old cardboard.
Yeah.
Swiss
I
and
had-
Swiss in like little tiny cubes is actually pretty
Yeah.
good.
You know what? I'm gonna go mozzarella. Actually,
Mozzarella
I
is
could see a bag of
perfect.
mozzarella.
Oh yeah, I could too.
How about a circle, like the huge circle of mozzarella?
Those little baby bell ones. That's
Oh,
just
those baby
mozzarella.
bells are the
True.
best.
Slice yourself, get a caprese salad
Mhm.
going.
Mwah. I had a Reuben's sandwich the other day.
Yo, did you get the Subway one?
I didn't get the Subway.
Dude, it's not bad. That
so
Subway
I got
one?
it from Whole Foods, but
Reuben's great.
Yeah,
I
it
love
is really good.
Nice
Reubens
hot
are delicious.
Reuben.
I think I'm a Cuban over Reuben though.
I'm slightly Reuben over Cuban, but
Okay.
they're both great.
Okay.
Crispy Ham asks, "Ever play Cards Against Humanity? What do you think of it?" Yeah, I've played it and it's fun.
It is fun. I like
Mhm.
Crabs
It's fun.
Adjust Humidity. If you guys have never played that expansion,
I've heard of it.
We used to play that when I worked at Angelica. Like we made our own pieces and we played that while no one, during slow times.
nice.
Crispy Ham asks, "Does Chris the Fields have a question bag where he finds all these questions? It is as impressive as I imagine it is."
We got a Chris fight going on.
Yeah, we do.
Why do we have so many Chris's?
I don't know. It's like I have all these friends named Austin. It's weird.
Capital's also named Austin.
Perturbed Cat says, "Love this review of Star Wars. Please do more like that." Yeah, we did a review of Star Wars on the Films Cast. We reviewed The Phantom Menace, me, Adam, and Spencer, and we're going to do all the other Star Wars movies until the new one comes out. It's
Did
on
you hear
the
about
Films
the Lord of
Cast.
the Rings television
We
program?
talked about that on the Films Cast.
That's
Go
gonna
listen to
be
the Films
neat.
Cast. Oh, also, Ty Walker sent me a thing about new Super Mario Bros. movie.
Only if Peter Jackson.
Oh
is
yeah,
in charge.
New Line Cinema wants to make a Super Mario Brothers CGI movie.
Yep.
Let's go.
Starring John
Let's
Leguizamo
go.
and
Oh, no.
the other guy.
The guy who plays the sloth from
Yes.
Ice Age.
Yes.
That might be John
Sloth.
Leguizamo. Actually.
Yeah, it is. Okay. I
Oh,
was thinking
who's-
Sloth from the Goonies.
Who's the other guy? Because he's also in.
Well, it's Ice Age is
no,
Ray
the bald
Romano,
dude. Who's the bald dude? Who's also
Dennis Leary.
Dennis Leary?
no, he doesn't play.
Oh,
bald
Ray
dude.
Romano's in it?
No.
Isn't it
He's
Ray
Hold
the
on.
he's the mammoth.
Yeah.
Dennis Leary is the saber-toothed tiger.
Ray Romano.
Bob Hoskins.
Bob Hoskins.
Who
yeah,
is
it was
he?
Mario.
Bob Hoskins is
Oh,
Mario. I
yeah.
believe he's also in the Rabbit movie.
Yeah.
It's late. My brain is not.
The tunes, Tiny Tunes or Tunes.
No. Who Framed Roger
Who
Rabbit?
Framed Roger Rabbit?
Mm.
God,
Who's
the
that?
synapses are not firing.
All right.
What happens when we do a
Late
podcast at
podcast.
140?
R.I.P. to Trey's tire.
Well,
Though.
that is
Yeah.
Super Gamescast 64 for
Wait,
another
there's no
week.
more questions?
No more. We're done.
Oh.
That's Super Gamescast 64 for another week. Thank you so much for listening to the podcast. Please like, comment, subscribe. Smash that sub button. Just smash it, Austin. Smash it.
Trey, what's your official sub count up to?
I think it's only 1,301.
Oh, so you're barely into
Mhm.
1,300. Still,
I
though.
lost like 5 and then it just rose.
What happened?
I don't know. Sometimes you just lose a lot.
Hmm.
Who knows?
Bots. Russian
Bots,
troll
yep.
bots.
Yep. Russian Troll Bots by Zach with the Q.
Trey, get your liberal.
Are you
agenda
ever
out here.
afraid that Zach with the Q has been turned by the Russians? Ever
No,
since
I
he
think
went
he's
there?
turning them.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right.
so to speak?
Zach is a staunch advocate for capitalism.
Okay.
He loves capitalism, and he would spread it anywhere in the world.
It's good to know. Good to know. All right, guys. Well, where can we find you in the worlds?
Pretty
My
soon.
bed, am I right?
Pretty soon, you'll hear a lot of Sonic Forces music. Hopefully.
Helen, where can we find Helen Smeller at?
On Twitter.
Connor?
You can find me at CD Risenhoover.
Mm-hmm.
Get pumped though, because I'm gonna have some more Sonic music coming. Probably whenever you guys do Game of the Year.
Okay.
I figure my segment, since I haven't played a lot of games, will just be Sonic music.
Okay. Well, thanks, guys, for joining us. Thank you for listening. Please let us know what you think of the podcast. Please leave an iTunes comment and watch it on YouTube and
Smash
share it.
that subscribe button.
Smash it.
And if you see Trey, give him a high five.
All right. Austin, sing a song.
He turned his mic off.
It's back on.
Austin, sing a song.
What am I singing?
Anything.
Pretty Young Thing by Michael Jackson.
I don't know it.
Sing anything.
He's a rapist.
Sing.
Corey Feldman says he's not.
My eyes have seen the glory of the coming of... Yeah, I saw you get scared. You didn't know which one I was singing.
Yeah.
My eyes have seen the glory
We
of
sing-
the trampling.
We sing the country
Alright.
cream song.
We're done.
don't
We're done with the podcast. Thank you for listening. Have a great night.
It's called a road, it's called a rainbow road. It is a road that you go. It's a road, it's called a rainbow road. And you will know when you get there. It's called a road, it's called a rainbow road. It is a road that you go. It's a road that you go when you die. It's a road called Rainbow Road. It's a road we're all gonna go. It's a road called Rainbow Road. It's got Princess Peach, Mario, and Toad. It's a road called Rainbow Road. It's a road we're all gonna go. It's Rainbow Road. It's where you go when you die. It's Rainbow Road. I'm with you again, Uncle. It's Rainbow Road, it's where you go when you die. It's Rainbow Road. I miss you again, Uncle. Oh, Rainbow Road.
Where did you learn the song?
It's called a road, it's called a Rainbow Road. It is a road that you go. It's called a road, it's called a Rainbow Road.
What's that song from?
And you will.
Rainbow Road. I mean.